So how I'm going to start the meeting right now is that I'm actually going to play for you a 15-minute video by my good friend and upline in Kangen business, Simon Lowe. And he's going to tell you what the product is and how will it benefit you and your family. Okay, so very quickly, just let me bring out this video. Everybody, if you can, turn on your videos so that I can see who I'm talking to, and enjoy the video. Focus on it, absorb it, and try to learn from it, because there's definitely one or two pointers that you can learn from this video that I'm about to play right now. Okay, hold on, let me just bring it up real quick. Okay, share some. All right, let me know if you guys can see the video as well as hear the audio. Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this video. And today in this very short video, I'm actually going to share with you a lot about health, how you can stay energetic, and a huge revolution that is happening all around the world. All right, I have two questions for you watching this video right now. The first one is, would you agree a lot of people, from kids to teenagers to adults, all around the world are suffering from chronic diseases? I'm talking about diabetes, I'm talking about high blood pressure, I'm talking about cholesterol, uric acid, acid reflux, high blood pressure, and even cancer today is not something strange to us anymore. All right. Now, number two is, would you like to learn the easiest, cheapest, fastest, healthiest way to actually prevent yourselves from getting all these problems? Hey guys, my name is Simon Lowe. I'm an Enagic 6A2 international distributor. So today I'm actually going to share with you something called the Kangen Water by the Enagic company. I have the Kangen Water machine right here. Let me show you around. Now, this is the Kangen machine I had since 2014. It's actually made by our Enagic factory in Osaka, Japan, that has a certification of ISO 13485, which is only issued to medical device manufacturers. Okay, so today in this very short video, I'm actually going to share with you 3 properties why this machine has been used by millions of people all around the world and getting tremendous health benefits. Now, a little story about this machine. Now, many years ago, scientists discovered that people living in Europe, in Middle East, even in India and all parts of the world have been benefiting tremendously by drinking healthy spring natural water. I'm talking about water from rivers, water from the caves and mountains. Scientists discovered there are certain properties in these waters that your bottled water or your tap water in your house simply does not have. So Enagic 40 years ago created a technology that is able to replicate these properties to give the body tremendous health benefits. So in this video, 3 properties, I'm actually going to share with you what the Kangen water actually has. Now, the first property is actually antioxidation. So when we talk about antioxidation, let's talk about oxidation first. Everything we eat and drink is either antioxidant or oxidized, right? Basically, it's either fresh, good for the body, or rotten, bad for the body. Now, a lot of people ask me, water, is there fresh water, old water? What is the difference and how can we tell? Now, imagine if you go to your fridge right now, take an apple, slice it in half, leave it on your kitchen counter for 30 minutes. What happens to the apple? It turns brown. So fruits and vegetables and meats naturally have a way of telling us that it has gone bad, it has oxidized, throw it away. However, water also oxidizes, but the thing about water is when it oxidizes, it doesn't change taste, color, or smell. So it's basically no way that you can actually tell whether the water is good or bad for you. And 70% of the body is made out of water. So in this chart in front of you, what you will see is actually what we call a oxidation reduction potential chart. Now, on your left, you would see a positive ORP, which are the things that has a high oxidative stress on the body. A lot of free radicals oxidizing the body. So things like tap water, things like bottled water, soda drinks, alcohol, your fast food, all these are very oxidizing, creating more aging. Now on your right, you have the negative ORP, which is what we call the antioxidants. Your blueberries, your vegetables, your vitamin C, your omega-3s, and all the way at the end, you have the very powerful Kangen water. All right, so coming back to this demo right in front of me, I have gone down to the supermarket and bought all types of bottled waters that people consume on a daily basis. And even on here, we have normal tap water and of course, the lovely Kangen water. So how do we measure? This is what we call a oxidation reduction potential meter, ORP meter. On the screen, it will actually show you it's either a positive or a negative, telling you whether your liquid is good or bad for you. So let's test the first one, which is tap water from my home. What's the reading right there? It is a positive 200 plus, oxidizing waters. All right, here we have bottled water sample number 1. All right, take a look at the reading. Equally as oxidizing. Bottled water number 2, very oxidizing as well. The reason why these bottled waters are very oxidizing is because they've been in the bottle for way too long. Imagine an apple 30 minutes becomes brown, but these things have been in the water for months. All right, and here we have the more expensive stuff like Evian. Right, what's the reading? Even higher, right, 300 plus. And we have the fancy sparkling water like Perrier. We check out the reading, which is really high, very oxidizing. And we have sports drinks, isotonic drinks, right? Doctors ask you to drink it when you're doing sports. In fact, it goes up to 370, very oxidizing. We have soda, right? Kids love it, equally as oxidizing. So all these liquids that I've tested so far actually produces oxidative stress to the body. Now, of course, lastly, we have Kangen. And let's test it. What is the reading so far? All right. A negative 550, fresh from the machine, right? Amazing for the body. So what does that mean? It is able to reduce oxidative stress, get rid of free radical, and make sure that your body is not aging at the speed of people who are taking a lot of oxidative stuff and keeping your body nice and healthy. So this is property number 1. So we learn about how important is drinking fresh antioxidant Kangen water to make sure that the body doesn't get oxidized at a very fast rate and to reduce the oxidative stress in the body. All right, now coming to property number 2. Now in this property, we're going to actually talk about the food and drinks that we eat. It's either very acidic, harming the body, or alkaline, helping the body to be much healthier. All right, so in this chart right in front of you, what you will see is the acidic side and the alkaline side. Now foods like dairy products, meat, fast food, oily, greasy, deep fried stuff are all very, very acidic and bad for the body. Now things that are alkaline are like your fruits and vegetables, your salads, that is very good in helping the body recover. Okay, so what you're going to see is we're going to zoom into all these samples of water and you will see whether the water you're drinking is helping the body or destroying the body. So the first one we're going to test is the tap water. All right, and this is with the bottled waters, the fancier, more expensive waters, Perrier, sports drinks. All right, 7-Up. We're going to pause right there just to give this a nice stir. So tap water is always green because it's government regulated. However, if you don't filter it, there's a lot of contaminants and it's not really safe to drink on a long-term basis. And if you look at these bottled waters, they're actually really, really acidic. All right, it's yellow because these bottled waters lack the necessary minerals for the body. All right, so it's actually acidic, and you have the more expensive stuff. You can see it's slightly better, Evian, but once again, it is very oxidized, and people pay a lot of money for these kind of bottled waters. And you can see here the sparkling drinks, which is very acidic, sodas, isotonic drinks, and sodas, all really, really acidic. All right, so if you're excited to find out what the Kangen water is, right there, all right, royal purple. Okay, so this is Kangen. Take a look how beautiful the color is. So really alkaline, helping the body to really remove all the acidity from the body. Now, when people drink Kangen water, this is exactly what happens in the body. When you put in Kangen water into the system, it actually alkalizes the body. Take a look at that, right? From yellow to purple, even for Evian, to purple. But take a look at these guys. I'm trying harder, I'm trying my best. It actually doesn't change because these things are so acidic. Even a little bit of soda into a healthy body immediately acidifies the body. Take a look at that, just a little bit there, a little bit here. Let's try the second one with some isotonic. Same thing, healthy body, but you drink these isotonic drinks, which has a lot of sugar, immediately acidifies the body. All right. So when the body is too acidic, the worst thing that can happen to the body is acidosis, which is one of the main causes of cancer. So when we put the body at a much alkaline state, it is definitely much better than continuously acidifying the body. Right, so coming to property number 3, we're going to talk about something called microclustering. Basically, it's hydration. Now, do you know, depending on the water you're drinking, it either hydrates you at a very low level or hydrates you at an optimum level, right? To demonstrate this, here I have a tea bag. Now, this tea bag resembles your cells and your tissues. Now, for tea to be made, water has to enter into the tea bag and bring out the tea. Same thing, water has to enter the system, hydrate the body, or detox the body from all the toxins. That is the function of water. I'm going to actually share 2 examples for you here. Alright, now the first one is regular tap water, which I did not boil. This is what we call bulky water that has a very huge molecular structure, right? Meaning it's very hard for the body to absorb. Therefore, when I put the water in, you wouldn't see the tea coming out, right? This basically means when you drink regular water, it does not hydrate you at an optimum level. Now, just by taking this same tea bag, putting it right here, Kangen water, take a look at this. Absolutely amazing, right? Tea actually comes out. So what does that mean? This is what we call microclustered water. The molecular structure of the water is so small, it's able to penetrate the tea bag and take out the tea. When it enters into your body, it is able to hydrate the body and even the brain at less than 2 minutes, therefore keeping the body really buoyant. Now, I'm going to do a quick experiment right here. So here, right, I have tea bags. So let's say these are all the healthy things that you're taking every day. Some of you may be taking supplements, good food. You want to absorb all your protein, your carbs, right, and all your essential minerals, right? Let's say these are all the essential minerals that you want to absorb every day. Now, the first option is people drink regular water, and take a look at what regular water does. It dilutes the body of its minerals. Now, take a look at this. It's like I'm making more tea. So because of the microclustering effect, the hydration, the absorption of nutrients becomes much, much more superior. So this is the superior quality of microclustered Kangen water. Now for the last one, let's talk about your kitchen and the fruits and vegetables that you're eating on a daily basis. Now when we buy fruits and vegetables from the supermarket, grocery store, or wherever outside and bring it back home, and we feed it to our family, we want to make sure that all these things are clean, squeaky, without all the bad things that will affect the body. Now, the number one thing we must remove from all these produce, it's actually the chemicals, the pesticides, the insecticides, the herbicides, where farmers use to make sure that their produce is fresh, but they are taking care of themselves and not us. Now, pesticides, insecticides are already scientifically proven to be cancer causing in the long run. It's actually carcinogenic based. Same thing with cigarettes. Now here I have a pack of tomatoes that I bought from the supermarket and 2 little cups right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the same pack of tomatoes using 2 different waters. I'm going to introduce you to the strong Kangen water pH 11.5 that you can actually create with the Kangen machine. Now, so first one, we're going to put half the tomatoes here, and the second one another half. So what we're going to do is, the first one is the regular tap water. We're going to just dump it in. This is how you normally wash it at home. This is how I used to do it for years and years and years before I found Kangen. And this is 11.5. It's all just water, and we just dump it in. Okay, now think about all the pesticides on your vegetables, on your fruits, and even meats. They are all made out of oil. Why? Oil and water doesn't mix. Now farmers know that. So here, a quick experiment is, I'm going to use a bottle of oil, which is sesame oil. I'm going to actually put some oil here. And I'm going to try something. Now, normally when we mix water and oil, what happens? It separates. Oil always floats on the top. Water and oil doesn't mix. It's basic science, right? That's why when you have oil chemicals on your produce, you bring it back home, you wash it with your tap water is unable to wash away all these oils. Now, say today you use the Kangen water, same oil, but you use 11.5. Take a look at this. I love doing this. Take a look at that. Unbelievable, right? It immediately turned it into a milk-like consistency because the oil is completely emulsified. Now, what does that mean? You can actually clean off your produce from all the oil chemicals. So the last 2 cups right here, so this one is regular tap water, this is with the strong Kangen. Let's rinse the first one and let's dump it in here. All right, I'm gonna bring it up to the camera now. You can see it's just regular water. There's nothing been removed, maybe some dirt. And the last one that's been soaking in the 11.5. Oh my God, take a look at that. If I were to pay anybody watching this video right now $10 to drink this, I'm pretty sure nobody will actually take up the challenge, because you see right now live how dirty and filled with chemicals your produce is. So after I saw this years ago, immediately I decided to own a Kangen machine, and to make sure that my entire family is eating clean fruits and vegetables that taste yummy and it's healthy in the long run. So I hope this really shows you what you can use this machine in your kitchen itself.
All right, guys, how was that for you? Did you learn a lot from that video from Simon Lowe? You know, what are the 3 properties of Kangen water? The first one was antioxidation. You know, it reduces a lot of stress in your body, takes away a lot of toxins, takes away a lot of things. Yes, I will send the link into the chat for you guys later, so you can use it for your prospects as well. Right. Second property of Kangen water is what? Alkalization. Right. The foods that we eat every day, they're really, really acidic. You know, talk about fried chicken, burgers, pizzas, pastas, you name it. You know, like about 90% of the food that is sold today in the market is very, very acidic, right? And imagine if the food that you're eating is acidic, now you're also drinking things that are acidic. Do you guys see the soft drinks and the isotonic drinks? Those were really, really acidic. You know, when I saw the whole demonstration by my friend Simon Lowe, from that day onward, I actually stopped drinking soft drinks. I stopped drinking Coke. I stopped drinking Sprite. I stopped drinking all those sports drinks, you know. And me being, I used to play a lot of football, right? It was pretty hard because every time I played football, I just wanted a gulp of soft drinks, right? The third property was what? Microclustering, right? What it means is that it's basically the molecules are so small that it can penetrate our bodies to basically hydrate us and remove all the toxins in our body effectively, right? So 3 properties. Then the machine can also produce something that is really special, the strong alkaline water, right? Those for you who cook at home, I'm very sure a lot of us, a lot of the distributors here who actually have a machine at home right now, we use the 11.5 to wash all our vegetables, right? Why do we do this? We want to get rid of something called pesticides and all the dirty chemicals that could potentially be harmful for our bodies, right? So the Kangen machine is an amazing machine. If you agree with me, please type in the chat, Kangen is amazing. Thank you. Kangen is amazing. KIA if you want to type KIA, right? So Kangen is an amazing product. And fortunately, most of us in the chat right here actually owns a Kangen machine, right? Right? So can I just hear from the people who actually own the Kangen machine here, right? Would you trade your Kangen machine for another machine? If you say yes, type yes. If you say that you don't want to trade your Kangen machine with another machine, type no in the chat, please. No. Awesome, right? So obviously not. You know why? Because when you invested in that Kangen machine, you invested probably one of the best technologies for your health and for your family's health. Why would you give that away? No way, right? So now let me ask you another question. Because you love the Kangen machine so much, right? Would you want to share this product with all your friends and family? If you agree with me, type yes in the chat, please. Yes, yes, yes. Of course. Because we always want the best for our friends and family, right? So the Kangen machine is an amazing product. You love the machine so much, and now you want to share the machine with all your friends and family because they can enjoy true health as well, right? Now comes the, the really amazing part about Enagic, right? What if the company will actually compensate you in terms of commissions when you refer the machines to your friends and family? You know, great machine. You love it so much. Now I want to share it to my friends. And everything, you can actually make a business out of it, right? So in this next session right now, I'm going to share with you how and why this business is so good. You know, what is your potential? If let's say you decide that I want to share this machine with every single person I meet, you go to the coffee shop, I want to share it with that man, I want to share it with that lady. What is it in for you? How can the Enagic business make your life different, not only in health, but as well as financial health, right? So without further ado, without wasting more time, let's jump straight into the business side of things, right? Let me bring up the slides. Oh, okay. Enagic company as a business, right? Who are we? The company actually exists over across of globally. We exist over 23 different countries, and we have more than 40 locations where the office is actually present, right? So we're not a small company. We are actually a global company with offices all around the world. You know, that's why we can have people from the UK, from India, even from the US joining us in this chat right now, right? So the company actually is based in Japan, right? And most of actually every single machine that you see today is actually produced in one place, and that is Osaka, Japan. So only one factory produces all the products that you see today, right? Enagic as a business, it's a proven device, it's a proven product, you know, it helps people. And the best part about it is that everybody who drinks water is your prospect, you know, so you can not have you basically have endless leads and endless people to refer this product to. Globally, the Enagic business has sold over more than 4 billion US dollars worth of Kangen machines so far. 4 US dollar billion. And that's about roughly a million machines worldwide. You know, think about it. Only 1 million families in the world actually owns a Kangen machine. Let's talk about the entire population of the world. We are at 7 billion right now. Imagine if every family has more than is roughly about average of 4 to 5 families per house. That gives you about roughly 1.5 billion houses to sell to. And we've only sold to 1 million houses. How about the other 900 million? You know, so that's where we all come in because the market is still very small, and we have a lot of potential to grow, right? So what makes Enagic business different, right? The company is a 45 years old, coming 46-year-old this year, right? And one it has a certification called 13485. What is this certification? It's actually a certification that states that our company is a medical device manufacturer, you know, and we are the only one company today in this world that actually has this ISO 13485, right? We are actually endorsed by many medical professionals, right? Dr. Hiromi Shinya, American Anti-Cancer Institute. And we are also endorsed by 8,000 doctors in Japan. 8,000, you know, first used in just Japanese hospitals in 1974. Then later on, the technology was developed for houses in 1994. 5-year warranty based on the SD501 and the K8, and it's a one in a lifetime purchase. What do I mean by this? When you buy one machine, that will probably be the last machine for yourself, because these machines, they don't break down. They last forever, right? I can be a true testament to this because I actually own a cafe locally in Malaysia, right? I am actually a barista by trade and I own my own cafe. I actually have an SD501 in my cafe that is pumping out water every day for my customers for the past 5 years. And let me tell you one thing, my machine pumps out about roughly 200 liters a day. I change my filters like nothing, but the machine has not had a single breakdown since 5 years ago. That is the quality of these machines that we are promoting and marketing, right? So we also are a global business. Like I said, 40 offices in 23 countries. Take a look at some of them. USA, Canada, Mexico, a United Kingdom, UAE, Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, right? So this business, you can do anywhere in the world. There's no restriction at all. The business, very simply, when you buy a Kangen machine, you become a customer. And when you own a Kangen machine, you can immediately opt to become a distributor for life. There's no joining fee, there's no annual renewal fee, there's no stocks to keep, excuse me, there's no monthly sales qualification, and advancement in your commission scales based on cumulative sales to date, right? Basically, the company tells you the more you sell, the more I will give you in terms of commissions, right? No demotion. And lastly, global business, right? Now, who in this chat right here, type in the chat for me, who here wants to have a global business, right? Of course, we all want a global business, right? Because let's face it, let's say if I want to take my cafe and let's say start my cafe in the United Kingdom, right? So much capital, so much law, so much regulation, so much this and that, and who and how, I don't want to deal with it, right? But in Magic Business, no such thing. You got a friend in India that wants to buy the machine, just get him to buy the machine. Simple, done. You don't have to think about anything else, right? So global business, easy and simple, right? Very important to know this. Now we come to what our business is. On the left, you can see something called multi-level marketing. The structure looks like this. You have one person and you have your left and right leg, and it basically duplicates. One find two, and then the other two find another two. So this is how multi-level marketing works. Nothing wrong with it. It is a proven system that has given people financial wealth, right? Nothing wrong with it. The best part about multi-level marketing is actually called the overriding commissions. And that is something very powerful in sales, right? The one thing that I dislike about multi-level marketing is that, let's say if you are the few people that are here, it takes you a lot and a lot of work for you to get all the way up here. It's very hard for you to become one of the leaders in terms of sales numbers in multi-level marketing. Direct sales, right, is a very simple concept. It's basically you getting 2, 4, 6 direct sales, right? And this is what we call direct sales. And these direct sales, They refer their products to their friends and family, which is something called indirect sales. So the equation goes like this: direct plus indirect equals to group sales. It's a very simple system, right? And the amount of income you can get from this is truly amazing. Just hang on in there. I'm going to explain it as I go, right? So in Enagic, there are three types of commissions. The three types of commission is something called 8A or 8-point commission. Second is education allowance and 6A2 bonus. And there's so many more. Like I think there's over 15 or 17 bonuses. But just for today, I want to talk about the largest one, the meatiest one, the beefiest one. And that is called the 8A or 8-point commission, right? When you first start this business, this commission will give you tremendous results. What is it? Let's break it down. The 8 or 8-point commission. Based on the SD501, which is priced in Malaysia for 13,980 ringgits, right? The company actually appoints 8,000 ringgit for us as marketing partners. This is amazing. Why? Let's think about it. If you are a conventional business, right, you need to have your product, you need to also have your marketing and advertising. And who do we normally go to for marketing and advertising? We usually hire a third party company, right? And these third party companies, they don't come cheap, right? So instead, Enagic, instead of hiring a third party company to do the marketing and advertising for Enagic, they take that budget and they redistribute it through us because we are the marketing and advertising for Enagic, right? So the 8 point Enagic company allocates a budget of 8,000 ringgit per machine for its marketing partners. This 8,000 ringgit is split into 8 different parts or 8 A's or 8 points. So 1A equals to 1,000 ringgit, right? And the total payout is 8A, 8,000 ringgit, right? So if you're clear, if you have no confusion, can you type clear in the chat for me, please? So that I know that you guys are with me. Thank you, Raju. Clear. Clear. Thank you so much for participation, right? So very simple concept. 8,000 ringgit, nothing more, nothing less, right? Now, as you join the company, there are 6 different ranks that you will achieve when you first start off the company or the business, right? Let's start with the first rank, which is called 1A. When you first buy the machine and you refer your first and second direct sales, you will earn 1,000 ringgit per machine, right? Then you make your third direct sale, you become a 2A ranking in Enagic, and you make 2,000 ringgit from your third sale onward, third direct sale onward. Then for you to become a 3A, very simply, you must have 10 cumulative group sales, and the next direct sale, which is your 11th sale, you make 3,000 ringgit onward per machine, right? Now, see the word there, group sales, right? Very quickly in chat, I want to see if you guys are with me here, okay? What is group chat? What is group sales? There was an equation for it. What plus what equals to group sales? Can you type in the chat for me? What plus what equals to group sales? Thank you, Vicky. Direct sales plus indirect sales equals to group sales, right? So do you have to sell 10 machines yourself to become a 3A ranking? No, all you need is a mixture. You can have 3 directs and 7 indirects, and you will qualify for a 3A ranking, right? So that's the importance of group sales. Now, 4A. 4A is when you have 20 cumulative group sales, right? Now, I want to touch on the word cumulative here. What is cumulative? Cumulative means that it accumulates, meaning from a 3A to 4A, you're not looking at selling another 20. You're only looking at selling another 10. All you could do is sell another 10, and when you have 20 group sales, your next direct sale is a 4A commission. You have $4,000, right? So isn't this amazing? Then 5A, 50 cumulative group sales. And your next direct sale is a 5A sale. And you earn 5,000 ringgit per machine. Wow. And then 6A, 100 cumulative group sales. 100. And your next direct sale is a 6A commission, which is 6,000 ringgit per machine. So this is where all of us want to be, the 6A ranking. Because for every machine that you sell direct, you make a 6,000 ringgit commission straight away. And I'm very sure that 6,000 ringgit can easily cover your monthly expenses already, right? So just sell one machine, you cover your expenses. So this is our ranking system in our company with the different direct sales commission, right? So now in this business, right, we talk about direct sales and indirect. But very quickly in the chat for me, can you type which one is more powerful? Is direct sales more powerful or indirect sales more powerful in a business like this? Right? Thank you. Indirect sales, right? So all of us, we are aware that indirect sales is so much more powerful in this business. Why? It's because we don't have to do all the work. Right? So let me show you how indirect sales can really boost your income in this company, right? So imagine this scenario right now. You are up there, right? And this is your business and this is your organization, right? You sell your first direct sales. And as I go with this, right? I just want you to just participate with me and type your answers in the chat when I ask certain questions, right? So when you make your first direct sales, right? We all know that you make 1,000 ringgit, right? And everything in this whole entire scenario, everything in green is your commission. So imagine you just put yourself up there, right here where you is, right? You're up there and these are all your sales. You make your first direct sale to Lim and you make 1,000 ringgits, right? Then Lim decides to share the product with a guy named Tan, right? How much do you guys make in terms of commissions when Lim shares this machine to Tan? Very quickly, just type in the chat for me. Vicky says 2,000. Any other answers? 1,000, right? So the correct answer is 1,000 ringgits, right? Because this 1A under Lim, every sale under Lim, which is your 1A overriding lane, you will only receive 1,000 ringgit per sale, right? You see, in most multi-level marketing, right? Type yes if you agree with me in this, right? In most multi-level marketing, your first sale, you normally get the full commission. And then when it comes to the indirect sale, the like ton, right? You usually get a fraction of a fraction of your commission. Meaning, when this person sells more machines, right? your commission actually gets smaller and smaller as the deeper it goes. That's how multi-level marketing actually works, right? But in our company, no, it's 1,000 all the way, steady. There's no decrease in it, right? Now, let's talk about your second direct sale, right? You make another 1,000 ringgit. Then you make your third direct sale. And this is where you up into a 2A and you get 2,000 ringgit commission per sale, right? Now, you find somebody who wants to do the business with you seriously. And now Kim decides to sell 3 machines for you, or for herself. She sells 3 machines to her friends and family. Very quickly in the chat, right? How much commissions do you get from the sale of Ali, Abu, and Ani each? Very quickly, just type in the chat for me. Duncan says 2,000 ringgit. Lawrence says 2,000. That is correct. Thank you for your participation. You will get 2,000 ringgit per sale. Why? It's because Kim is under your 2A overriding lane, right? What does this mean? It means that every single sale that you get under Kim is 2,000 ringgit, right? Now, let's count how many group sales we have in total. We have 4 direct sales and we have 6 indirect sales. Now we have 10 group sales, right? Very quickly in the chat, do we qualify for a 3A ranking? Say yes if you think you do. Yes, thank you for participation. Yes, right? Because we have 10 group sales. So now Ani sells these machines to Bob. How much do you make in terms of commission? Very quickly, type in the chat for me. there's no getting past Lawrence, is there? Yes, it's 2,000 ringgit. Why? It's because everything under Kim is 2,000 ringgit per sale. You only become a 3A distributor when you open your next direct sale line to May, for example, and you will get 3,000 ringgit. Right? So every sale under Kim is 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, right? And this is how the company pays commissions, right? So now I want to talk about what I said earlier. The company only gives out 8,000 ringgit for commission per sale, right? So I want to explain this, right? Very quickly, I need you to type in the chat for me. Now, Chu, when Chu sells his first machine to Don, how much commission does Chu make from his first sale? Type in the chat for me. How much does Chu make from his first sale to Don? Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Lawrence. Right? Chu makes 1,000 ringgit because it's Chu's first sale. Right? Now, Bun has 1, 2, and 3 sales. Chu is under his third sale, meaning Bun overrides how much commission? Lawrence says 2,000. Thank you for participation. Yes, it's 2,000 because Bun or Chu is under Bun's 2A line, right? Ani, same thing, earns 2,000. Kim also makes 2,000. And because there's only 8 A's, right? So 8 minus 1, 3, 5, 7. 8 minus 7, it only leaves you with a 1A commission. Hence, you only make 1,000 ringgits, right? Similarly, with Chu's second direct sale, Dave, who is also a 1A, you also get 1,000 ringgits. Now, Chu makes his third direct sale to a guy named Dan, right? Does Chu upgrade into a 2A ranking when Chu makes his third direct sale, right? He does. So when that happens, Chu makes 2,000, Ban makes 2,000, Ani makes 2,000, Kim makes 2,000, and that leaves you with zero. You make a zero from this sale, and this sale is considered as a non-8A sale. And non-8A sales do not count as group sales, right? So this is where the 8As come into play. The company will only pay out 8,000 ringgit, nothing more, nothing less, right? If you guys are with me, can you type a clear? Clear in the chat. Clear, thank you, right? Now, moving on. You make 20 group sales. You become a 4A and you make 4,000 ringgit per machine. So imagine this, under 4A, you find a guy like me, right? And I do the business seriously for you. In that 1 month, I make 10 sales for you. How much is that in terms of commission? It is 4,000 ringgit times by 10, which is 40,000 ringgit. Then you become a 5A ranking after 50 group sales. And you find someone like Simon Lowe, right? And Simon Lowe in that month sells 5 machines for you, right? 5 machines under a 5A ranking, you actually make 5,000 ringgit times 5, meaning it's 25,000 ringgit. I don't know for you, but 25,000 ringgit is a lot for me in 1 month, right? Now, 6A, you find someone like Sam after selling 100 machines group sales, and you find someone like Sam, and Sam sells 10 machines for you in that 1 month. That is 60,000 ringgit in terms of commission from you from just one Sam, right? So our business plan, it pays really, really well, right? You get back your initial investment very quickly, and after that is basically all profits, right? And all you had to do was what? Invest in a SD501 or a K8, let's say 14,000 ringgit, to do this business with the potentials of it becoming so big, right? And that's the one thing that I really love about the Enagic business, right? If you are still with me and you are amazed and you are really happy to be involved in the Enagic business, right? Type me in the chat, please. Right? Amazing, because the Enagic business, it pays really well. Oh my goodness, right? Okay, now moving on very quickly. I don't have that much time left, but there's one little section that I want to show you guys, right? Let's just say if you do this business seriously for the next 1 year, right? And you come for all the trainings, you do everything properly, and you're really just very energetic about the business for the next 1 year, right? I want to show you what the potentials of your earnings could be in the next 1 year, right? Let me just bring up my iPad right here, share screen. Oh, did I share screen? No, I didn't. Hold on. Share screen. Start broadcast. Okay, do you guys see the screen? If you guys see it, can you give me a thumbs up in the chat, please? Okay, thank you so much. Right. So what I have here, oops, sorry. What I have here is basically the 4 different categories of customers that you would potentially meet if you do this business, right? So the first type of customer is someone called an end user, somebody who buys the machine. He loves the machine so much because it benefits his health and his family's health, right? Um, I also need your participation, guys. So I'll be asking a series of questions and just type your answers really quickly in the chat for me. Is that all right? So an end user, when he when he buys a machine, right? How many machines usually will an end user buy in 1 year? Type in the chat for me. How many machines would an end user typically buy from you in 1 year? He didn't say street. One, right? So some people varies. Some people's houses are much bigger with multiple sinks and multiple kitchens. So they might buy three. But usually, right, people would normally just buy one. Just one, right? One or two max, yes. But when the person buys the machine, right? Oops. When a person buys a machine, a Kangen machine, he loves the Kangen machine so much. Do you think that this person would go out there and share this machine with his friends and family and everything, right? And this could lead to something called referrals, right? Referral sales. So in the next 1 year, for one end user, how many referral sales can this end user bring you in the next year? Quickly type for me in the chat. Two, okay. Any more answers? 10 minimum. Can even be 20. Three, I see 20, right? So the answers are, it's very subjective, because some people may refer better or more, right? Now, that's end user. Now we come to part-timer. But just before part-timers, right? I like to introduce you to someone called, oops, change color. Someone called some timer, right? Who is a sometimer? A sometimer is different than an end user, is also different than a part-timer, right? So a sometimer, he treats the business as if it's something like a hobby, right? He does sales when he feels like doing. The part-timer is someone who is very serious. You know, he's very dedicated to business. Every day he wakes up and he makes appointments, right? But he has a full-time job. But a part-timer, full-time job, very serious in the business, makes appointments every day. The sometimer, right? He treats it more as a hobby. It's like, I feel like doing a demo this week. I feel like doing something this week. The difference between the sometimer and the end user is that the sometimer actually does something called sales, right? So with sales, from one sometimer, right? How many referral sales can one sometimer bring you in 1 year? Type in the chat for me. Just bear in mind that the sometimer does sales, an end user doesn't really do sales, right? All right, I see a 5. Any more answers? 7. Any more answers? Give me two more answers. Duncan says 3. Right? But usually, because the sometimer does sales, usually he will get more sales than an end user, because the end user just tells the product, you know. The sometime actually does sales and demo, right? So it can be any number, right? Some end user and sometime. Now come to the part-timers and full-timers. The part-timers are people who are very serious in the business, they have a full-time job, and they want to make the business work for them. The full-timers are people who don't have a full-time job. All they can think about and all they can do is Enagic, right? So you guys clear on that? So a part-timer, very serious in the business. I need answers from you guys, please. Part-timer, very serious in the business. How many sales a month can one part-timer bring you? Type in the chat for me, please. Gideon says 5. Any more answers? 3 to 5. I also saw 2. Yes, in a month. How many sales can one part-timer bring you in a month? He's very serious in the business. He wants to make it work for himself. He makes appointments every week, every day. Duncan says 5. Right? Now, a full-timer, he needs to rely on the Enagic business to pay his bills. He needs to rely on the Enagic business to survive, right? Because that is his bread and butter. How many sales can one full-timer bring you in a month? I see 10. I see 8. Any more answers? Can I get 2 more answers, please? How many sales can one full-timer bring you in 1 month? 5 to 6. Okay, so I'll write 5 and 6 over here, right? So all these numbers are very, very possible, right? Okay, I have another answer, 3, right? So 12, oh, 3 a week, so 12, my bad, 12. Okay, thank you for your participation, guys, right? So I would like to calculate the commissions that you will get in 1 year with the numbers that you have given me, right? So for part-timer and full-timers, can I go and take the lowest numbers on this sheet right here, which is 2 and 5? Can I use 2 a month for a part-timer, and a full-timer is 5 per month? Because I like to be conservative, right? But to be even more conservative, right, I want to cut the numbers into half. So instead of 2, I only use 1. Instead of 5, I use 3. What does this mean? The one part-timer does 1 sales a month. The one full-timer does 3 sales a month, right? So times by 12 months equals to 12 machines. Do excuse my handwriting. Okay. Times 12 months equals to 36 machines. All right. So now everything comes down to what commission is being paid per machine, you know? So you look at the different ranks, you have 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, For this exercise, what commission would you like me to use to show the figures? Which A? Type in the chat for me, please. Wolf Sun says 3A. Okay. Any more answers? Lawrence says 2A. Any more answers? Nobody wants a 6A? Start from basic level means 1A. Okay. John Cox wants 6A. Right? So is it okay if I use 2A? Why I say 2A instead of 1A is because Duncan 7A, there's no 7A. It's only until 6As, right? So why I say 2A is because for 1A, all you have to do is make your first and second sale and you become a 2A. So I believe that our basic is actually a 2A ranking, right? So is it okay if I use a 2A ranking with a 2,000 ringgit commission per sale? Right? So let's total this up. So 12 times 2, I think it's 24,000 ringgit. And this is your direct sale. Oh, right? 36 times 2,000, that is 72,000. Is that correct? For direct sale. Right? Everybody with me? So, remember when I asked in this company, right? In this business, is direct or indirect more powerful? And all of you agree with me that indirect was more powerful, right? So, what would your ratio be? When you get one direct, how many indirect will come from that one direct sale? Type in the chat to me. One to what? One to what? Duncan says 1 to 2. Okay. Any more answers? Okay. I like how you think. Just keep it minimum. 1 to 1, 1 to 3. But let's agree with Shyam, right? Let's keep it to 1 to 1. Meaning, for every direct sale that you have, you will get only another indirect sale. So 1 to 1, right? So wouldn't this mean that for every 24,000 ringgit direct that you get, you will also get another 24,000 ringgit for your indirect, right? And over here, similarly, 72,000 ringgit for your indirect, right? So let's add this up, guys. 24 plus 24, 72 plus 20, 72. 24 plus 24, that is 48,000 ringgit. And 72 plus 72, that is, I think that is 144,000 ringgits. Right? So what is this? What is these two figures right here? These two figures is basically from one part-timer producing one sales a month with a one-to-one direct and indirect, right? You will get a 48,000 ringgit overriding commission from one part-timer per per year. Are you guys clear? for this full-timer is 144,000 ringgit from one full-timer per year, right? This full-timer is doing what? He's doing 3 sales a month with a 2A commission as well as a 1-to-1 ratio of direct to indirect, you know? So if you add these two numbers up, they give you roughly about 200,000 ringgit. You know, I don't know what 200,000 ringgit is to you, right? But for me, okay, it's 192,000 ringgit. 192,000 ringgit for me is basically removing all my debts, my car loans, my credit card bills. You know, it could even be the deposit of my brand new car. You know, it could be that vacation that I always wanted to. For me, was personally Japan, right? So I don't know what $200,000 for you is, but $200,000 for me is a lot of money, right? And this is in 1 year. In Malaysia, Malaysians, you agree with me? A lot of people who are fresh grads, senior positions, they don't even make 200,000 ringgit a year. They'd be lucky if they even get 100,000 ringgit a year, right? So this is the power of the Energic business, right? But to end my session, I just want to ask you guys one more question. One more question, right? So in the next 1 year, you see that one part-timer doing one sale a month, right, can produce you with a 2A commission, can produce you 48,000 ringgit. So in the next 1 year, how many part-timers would you guys like to recruit in the next 1 year? Sherm says 5. Any more answers? Many more. Give me a number. Give me a number. Can be 10, can be 8, can be 6. Okay, 6. Okay, give me one more number. Somebody. Thank you, Sanjay. 4. Awesome. Now, a full-timer, right? So this full-timer, from doing 3 sales a month, right? He produces, with a 2A commission, he produces 144,000 ringgit. So how many full-timers do you need to, how many full-timers do you want to recruit in the next 1 year? I see 4. Any more answers? 3. Teresa says 8. Awesome. Right. So I also see 5. Thank you for your participation. I really appreciate it. Right. So now let's come here very quickly. So from one part-timer who does one sale a month under a 2A commission with a direct of indirect of 1-to-1 can produce you 48,000 ringgit, right? Oops. So let's say 48,000 ringgit. The lowest just now was a 4 for part-timers, right? Part-timers, right? For full-timers, is 144,000 ringgit times by, what was the lowest? Oops. It was 3 times 3. This will equals to how much? How much is 48,000 times 4, guys? Can someone type in the chat for me real quick? 48,000 times 4. 192,000. And what is 144 times 3? Is it 43200? 432,000. Okay, so let's add this up together. It's 432 plus 192. That is 624,000 ringgits. Is 624,000 ringgit for you in 1 year? Is it good income or is it not good income? For me, it's fantastic income, right? If you agree with me, if you think it's good income, write fantastic in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Lawrence. Right? It's over 500,000 ringgit, you know? And where did this come from? It comes from one part-timer doing one sales a month with a direct of 1-to-1 under a 2A commission, and you recruit 4 of them. Likewise, full-timers doing 3 sales a month, right? A 1-to-1 ratio of direct to indirect under a 2A commission. And this gives you 144,000, and you have 3 of them. And you get 624,000 ringgit commissions. Guys, am I being conservative? I'm being very conservative. You know, what if I use a 1 to 2? What if I use 3A? What if I use 4A? What if 5A? What if the part-timer didn't just sell 1, he sold 2 or 3 a month? What if the full-timer sold 5 or 6 or 7? Right? So I'm being very conservative, but I'm not being realistic because I'm taking very, very small numbers, right? So just imagine this. What if in the next 1 year, you don't actually achieve 624? You only achieve 50% of it. And that is $312,000. Is and are you okay with $312,000 for 1 year's commission or earnings? If you are okay with it, can you please type yes in the chat for me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you. I was talking to myself for a while, right? So yes, 312,000 ringgit is still very good income, right? So I'm coming to the end of my session soon. Oh, I gotta stop sharing screen. Right, I'm coming to the end of my session very soon, right? So what have I shown you today? I've shown you that we have an amazing product, right? We also have an amazing business, and all you need to do is invest in a product that will give you better health, and you can use this to actually do and make a business for yourself. You know, I don't know about you, but that is pretty amazing, you know. So for those in the chat who have yet to purchase a machine, you know, a Kangen machine for yourself and your family, I really urge you, take action. Invest in a Kangen machine for your family, because it will be, I promise you, it will be the last water machine that you will ever buy for your family. You know, further than that, speak to your uplines. How can you work with your uplines to generate yourself more income every month? You know, they both go in hand. So take action today, guys. I'm 27 years old this year. I bought my Kangen machine when I was 22. Back then, 22 years old, I had to buy a $12,000 machine for my family. It wasn't easy. I didn't have the money, but I did it because it was a fantastic machine, right? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. Yes, I will send a demo link for you guys to watch again and revisit.